aim is to make sure that we bring to you information, relevant topics that will impact positively in your mind. When it comes to at the turning point, you will know that at a junction in life, there is need for you to go through a 360-degree turnaround. I'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to At the Turning Point. I want to greet everyone. Thank you. And I especially want to wish all our friends Happy New Year. This is a brand new episode. I promise you that I'm coming back with something good, better, and great. And we're here in this new year. And we're going to be exploring a lot of questions that have been coming to us. And we've been piling all these questions that, okay, Turning Point, discuss this topic. And we're going to start this series by discussing different topics entirely for what we've been doing before. But I promise you that you're going to gain something good out of it. So I want to welcome you back. We're going to be exploring a topic that sparks a lot of strong emotions, deep beliefs, and complex ethical questions. And is abortion wrong? Is abortion wrong? It's a question, and we're going to be working through this series to answer this, looking at it from different aspects and looking at different concepts that actually contributed to whether it's wrong or not. May I just say to you, viewers, that this very topic is not going to project towards being judgmental. No one is going to be judged for this, but we are exploring something deep that a lot of people wants to have a knowledge of. And you know, the knowledge causes you to have a turning point. For you to know that, yes, this will help me. We have to look at the positive and the negative part and the circumstances behind what causes it. What is abortion? What is abortion? What does it mean to you? I tell you, I didn't come with a topic today, but I've come with a question to say, is abortion wrong? And I'm going to be looking at different aspects. We're going to be looking at the ethical part of abortion today. And I want you to follow me. So our goal is to get you to think, not what you are thinking of, but to think about this very topic, is to create space for thoughtful conversation. So we're not fighting, no fight yet. We agree on that. So I want to say that today, dealing with the word abortion, it means a lot, and I'm very sensitive about it because it is a very sensitive topic and it affects everyone differently. It depends on how you see what abortion is. That's why I'm not going to put a definition on it, because we are dealing with the question. I want to ask that whether abortion is wrong or not, what do you think? In reality, what is your own thought about it? Or should I say, what is your take on this? Yes, feel free to leave your comment. Yes, many people are trying to, reconcile personal values with morals. It comes with your belief. It comes with your, your ethics, your background, your culture. And a lot of people see the topic abortion, is abortion wrong, which really mainly affects the female gender. But at the same time, it does affect the male gender if the male is involved in it. So today, I want to say, what is your take on it? Let me know on the comment section. Is abortion wrong? It depends on your values. The values that you put on life. It depends on the circumstances and the situation, depending on your religion and beliefs as well. It depends on the value. A lot of people do face difficulties regarding these questions. That Esther, so what do you mean? Where are you driving at? I'm driving at us critically looking at the circumstances that could cause someone to want to terminate a fetus. That means terminating a life. And there are different circumstances, and I'm not going to leave health issue out of it. And a lot of people do go through so many things. So the question often reflects deeper concerns about the morality, the autonomy, and when life is considered to begin. It depends on how you see it. Some school of thought will tell you that life begins at conception, while others will say until the fetus is viable. But it depends on you. What are you going through? Have you been through this before? Have you ever faced this question before? Tell me what your answer is. Yes, I will quickly brief you where a young lady had to face the issue of abortion. Should I say 15 years old girl that was raped by the stepfather? And in these circumstances, what would you say? Is abortion wrong? It depends on your view. It depends on the value that you put on life. It depends on the situation, like I said before. And I'm going to say to you that some believe that life starts from when that happened. It doesn't matter whether the subject is 50 years old or 30 years old. Some, because of medical reason, were advised by the medical professional to say you have to terminate this because the fetus is going through this. So you can go on this. And I will say that it depends on your situation. It depends on the circumstances that you face. It depends on what your belief says about it. It depends on what you think. But remember, the whole content of this discussion is there is life involved. And that's why some school of thought will say, you know what, from my own religion, from my own culture, from my own ethical or moral, I believe, it's not good to terminate life, no matter or regardless of what the circumstances are. Don't condemn yourself if you find yourself in this situation. We are dealing with this. We are looking deeply into this, and we're not going to rush it. I know it's a complex question to answer, and I want you to know that health option plays a large role in some situations, in some circumstances. Will you say that a 15-year-old girl going through, elementary school or secondary school that happened to be a victim of this situation, will you say the person should live that, life? To me, I'm not going to spill out my own opinion, but I'm going to just let it roll. In the past, I have been a victim of these circumstances. How? What do I mean? It's just when you think that you're not ready. Some people just think that, no, I'm not bringing this into trouble. And some people are ignorant of what they are into. So there is a lot of things that we can discuss. Some people are ignorant. They don't even have idea what they are doing. What they want to do is that because of the situation at that time, this cannot carry on. People often talk about moral dimension, but what about real world situation that a victim or a woman or the subject faced, that if they have to choose an abortion as a choice, depending on the situation they find themselves? Okay, I will say to this that some women or many women seek abortion because of health risk, and I've said it. Yes, health risk. Like that 15 years old is not matured enough. And the risk and the chances of carrying that fetus to terms is high. The risk is high. And then in that situation, you weigh the options. So it's about weighing the option, weighing the value, balancing it, looking at the situation and circumstances. Yes, I know some believe you say that you are not allowed to kill, that, you are literally killing a life, terminating life. But in some situation where I was asked by my doctor that the child in you do have the 80% of becoming disabled, should we terminate this pregnancy? What is your answer? In that situation, will you say that abortion is wrong? Will you say the life must not be terminated? It's totally depend on that situation. Why am I dragging this as people threw this question at me? Is because I don't want anyone to be in a situation of being ashamed or judging yourself or regretting for the rest of your life that you found yourself in this situation. All you need to do in this situation is to do what? Is to look at the circumstances and the. I'm not encouraging it. Am I encouraging it? Am I saying that it's right? No. Am I saying it's wrong? No. So, viewer, today you've got to make that choice. Remember, I've mentioned 5 things that matters and the circumstances that surround it. Financial instability could be somebody's reason. Lack of support. Some people are going through traumatic circumstances. Understanding this reality helps people to see that the issue is abstract. It is tailor-made. And I tell you, in some situation where they have to save the life of a mom, in some situation, the fetus had to go. Because at that time, the medical expert will look at the chances and probability of so many things. So you will say and you come across, I don't want you to stereotype people, neither should you blame people, judge people, condemn people that you found in this situation, because in life, life do happen to people. And in some religion, they do send that person out like an outcast, that it is an unpardonable, act. But don't judge yourself. I say to you, just know that you know your God and trust in Him. I want you to know that it is a deep, personal, and it is often incredibly difficult to make such a decision. In such circumstances, I will say to you, seek for advice. I want to really encourage someone out there. Maybe you are going through, the choice that you had to terminate a fetus, or you are been through it. I want to encourage you to stay put. Don't judge yourself. Yes, there is still life. There is still hope. Yes, we have a God that can forgive. If you truly find yourself being, guilty of what has happened to you, depending on your situation, your circumstances, your moral, your culture, your belief, then you need to follow suit. Counseling. It is very important. We're talking about life here. And I want you to know that without you having the full understanding of why you had to undergo this situation, you might have yourself to blame forever. It is a very sensitive topic. Am I condemning your view? No. Viewers, let me know what you think at the comment section, because after this, we're going to be discussing even more complex part of this. Yes, someone said, Esther, have you been a victim? Yes, I have been in a situation that I had to make that choice. And at that time, I told you I was so naive about it. Are you naive about it? You can seek counsel in this situation. And I want to say to you that some situation, if a child had to be left, I will let you know what happened, because in my situation, I choose to leave my fetus. In the next episode, I will let you know what happened. And I really want you to stay tuned. Keep your comment coming in. Is abortion wrong? Is it wrong? It's one of the questions that we've received, from Citadel Pillar TV, and we decided to go for it in this series. Until I come your way, stay blessed. See you next week.